Okay, sorry for that cut right there. I had to go check something out. So, okay. Keep everything normal and just press this checker icon here. That will map a checker texture on top of the material. So let's just keep these normal. Let's go into our place 2D texture tab right here, or our node more likely. And because as you can see, if I take the material here, which I have in my hypershade right here, if I select the material and select all the objects in our scene, oops, which it should do, there we go, and apply the material, as you can see here, if we turn on hardware texturing, the checkers are very big, and you generally want them to be rather small if you are going to look for stretching and such. So let's just repeat this by tiling it more and more basically. Let's just try 20 in both of the repeat UV tabs right here. And now you can see these are all blurry and stuff. What you have to do is you have to turn on high quality rendering. So go up to render up in the viewport thing here and go to high quality rendering. Now you can see that these checkers are much more better basically. So also what you can see here now, if I turn on that, so what you can see here now is that we have a lot of stretching going on. You can see here we have this all stretched out, and what we generally want is the area to be populated by squares that basically look like let me just find one first. Generally look like that maybe. See that square there? It's not too. It's not basically a square. You can see that it is a square, and these are rectangles. These have been stretched. What we want is a checker pattern, just really square squares, which will determine our distortion and our stretching. So now when we have all these objects laid out, not objects laid out basically, and material applied, we can see here you also have the material texture in the back here. So let's go up to if we size this up, and you can press this little icon right, where is it? That icon right there, which is dim image. So if you press it, you can see that these are all much better. Okay, so what we are going to start with is the body basically. So I'm going to go to show, isolate, select, and while I have this object selected, view selected. Now we have basically hidden everything temporarily except our main body here. So what you'll see here, the UVs are completely messed up. They don't look anything like those we saw before, which is bad, because if we were going to try and texture this area, we would get a mess. We wouldn't get what we thought we would get from the start. So, and UV mapping is more of the one of the more annoying parts of basically modeling and texturing, as it is time consuming and it could like kill you. Okay, maybe not kill you, but it's very annoying if you spend enough time with it. So okay, so to unwrap this object here, or well, torso, what we are going to have to do is create seams at appropriate places to basically cut apart this model in entirety. And because we can't just have a front view like this, because if we just have a front view, say that if we go to create UV planar mapping, go to the settings here and go from the z-axis and project, you can see now here we have exactly what we want. We have the checker pattern right here. If we turn on wireframe on selected here, we have the checker pattern, right? This is perfect right here. And on the back it's perfect as well, because it went right through. And in the UV editor you can see that we have the torso here. But if you scroll over to the side here, you can see what happens. This is completely stretched and basically disgusting. You don't want this. Because even if the model is going to look good from the front and from the back, it's first of all going to have the same texture from that we had on the front to the back, because this is a planar map and they are overlapping each other. But these sides are basically invisible here. You can see the sides at all, which you won't see all sides of this model. So you can have this sort of pattern here and here. And to do that, we will have to unwrap or UV map this object. So what you can do is you can think of it as if this was made out of paper, like origami paper, and then you can think of cutting it at specific places to unfold it on a table, maybe, if that's usually how I think of it, but a lot of people don't get that, so whatever. So first of all, we will want to, when we have this plane mapped, we will have to turn on display texture edges, because that will help us where our seams actually are. So we'll go into the UV texture editor here, and I just like to do it from these. So we'll go in here, and where is that button? I believe it's that button. There we go. So now you can see that the UV texture edges, which are basically at the moment the borders of the holes here, are thickened. So these are seams right now. So to make seams, we will have to select the edges we want to make them from and cut them out. So basically creating one of these, but on here.